come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibility torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we open our hearts. In this room, we grow together. In this room, we accept one another. In this room, and we learn to
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So my pocket is on. That's good. My pocket's on. My cable's connected. We're all good. So Eamon and I are going to get us started with our first community song. They're new this month. And thank you for everybody in the town hall that suggested shortening them. So I got to learn new editing skills and was actually able to do that. And so our first one is Everything I Need to Know by Linda Webb Kakaba. 3.5 minutes, standard song length. Here we go.
Shut up, everybody.
Everything that I need
To know about
what lies before me, everything that I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything that I need to do about what lies before me, everything that I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me.
Say good morning to your neighbor.
how you doing?
Good morning. Okay, here we go.
And everything that I need to be at peace about what lies before me, everything that I need to be at peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything that I need to be strong about what lies before me, everything that I need to be strong about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me.
Okay, everybody say hi to people online. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, online people. Awesome.
Everything that I need to know about what lies before me, everything that I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me.
Excellent.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to our Sunday celebration, not just service. It is a celebration today. Whether you're here in person or joining us virtually. We would greatly appreciate it if you'd help bring more of us together in this spiritual community by sharing this live stream on whatever social media platforms you use whenever it's convenient for you. I already did that with my mom because she joins us online. So thank you. And if that stresses you out, ignore what I just said. Don't worry about it. All right. So if this is your first time experiencing Columbia Center for Spiritual Living, welcome. That's a big welcome. We want you to know, whoever you are, whatever spiritual path you're on, and wherever you are on that spiritual path, you're welcome and celebrated here. All right, now let's remember who we are. Our vision is contributing to a world that works for everyone. We are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing the light and joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others, in everyone. We are a welcoming, inclusive spiritual center where everyone can be seen and heard. We lovingly practice the principles of the science of mind in the world, in our daily lives. Here are a few ways you can connect with and engage in spiritual community. There are 2 live-streamed spiritual practice offerings, 365 Days of Richer Living, which is a reading, meditation, and prayer at 6 a.m. Eastern Time daily. And you don't have to do it at 6 a.m. You can go back and look at it a little later. Or you can join it live. And then there's Just for Today, eclectic readings, interactive discussion, meditation, and prayer at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday through Saturday. Let's see, a Zoom offering is going to be starting April 24th, and that is Build the Life You Want, The Art and Science of Getting Happier by Arthur C. Brooks and Oprah Winfrey. This is a workbook experience. The workbook is free, but there's a suggested love offering of $20 per class. If you want to really delve deeper into your spiritual path and who you are, this is the class for you. All right, we have activities in the broader community that we would love to share with you. The Institute for Islamic, Christian, Jewish Studies is hosting watch parties for the Silber Obrecht lecture, What Does It Mean to Be Human? All right, and that's on April 8th and April 15th with live discussions afterward. And you can check that out at the icjs.org website. The LGBTQ Community Elder Connection will be celebrating the 50th birthday of the Baltimore Gay Alliance on Thursday, April 10th, that's this Thursday, from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at Free State Justice Building in Baltimore. The Center for LGBTQ Health Equity is hosting a celebration of National Honor Our LGBT Elders Day on May 16th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Meyerhoff Symphony Hall in Baltimore. That sounds like a pretty big deal. So you can check those out at chasebrexton.org website for more information. And you can get all of this information in greater detail by checking out our website calendar, columbiacsl.com/events, or you can email any questions to info@columbiacsl.com. And you can always call or text our office at 410-750-8559. So speaking of engagement, we come together on Sundays to celebrate. So let's get on with it with our new community song. All right. Oh, it's that tune. We had it.
Yes, sir.
It's new for the month. So this one's a little slower, and that's by design. We capture the energy, and then we start gradually moving it inward. But the words to this song are really quite amazing.
Get ready, my soul.
Get ready, my soul.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in.
Let yourself feel this.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Thank you, amen. Thank you, everyone. So our community value this morning is kindness. So how do you understand, relate to kindness? How is it alive in you today? Yeah.
Well, as a fairly new member here, I just feel kindness when I come in. I feel people reaching out to me in so many different ways. So I just thank you all for your kindness. Thank you.
Beautiful. So if you couldn't hear online, what Mary Ann shared was that as a relatively new member, she's one of the members that joined us from Greater Baltimore. She's experienced a tremendous amount of kindness and people welcoming her and reaching out to her. So that tells me we're fulfilling our vision, mission, and purpose of being an inclusive, welcoming community. Well done. Other ways that you're experiencing kindness. It's challenging right now, isn't it? When that popped up, I was like, kindness is an interesting thing right now because not a lot of people are feeling kindness. Yeah.
By putting kindness out, like holding the door open when you go into the convenience store, little things like that.
There you go. By putting kindness out there, holding doors open for folks. Yes, Miss Evelyn.
I was having breakfast this week. When I asked for the checks, some man had come in and said, "Who can I pay for today?"
Nice. So Miss Evelyn was out having breakfast, and when she went to pay her check, it was already paid. Where do you eat breakfast? I'm going there. And I've had because I have, I'm like working with these things all week long, and I've been really intentional about being kind out in the world, striking up conversation with clerks, smiling. An elderly woman was trying to find windshield wipers, and so I helped her find her windshield wiper. And what I'm experiencing is how surprised people are by simple acts of kindness. And so perhaps spend this week surprising people. Just smiling at folks. Yes, Susan.
I've experienced kindness in the emergency room recently. Last Friday, I worked for the city of Baltimore, and the building was about 90 degrees when it was 85 outside, and I fainted, just exhaustion, dehydration, and I hit my head and I suffered a concussion. And I only found out that Friday after commuting back and forth and not even remembering how to formally excel and wondering what the heck's wrong with my brain. So I've experienced kindness in Maryland Hospital, and I was in Virginia to get an MRI, and the medical community, they are heroes.
Nice. So,
They are truly heroes.
long story short, experienced kindness in the medical system, in the emergency room, and in the imaging department. Clifton. So one way to practice kindness is through forgiveness.
I found that when I first spoke to some teenagers about not fishing on one side of the lake, that it was okay on the other side, they seemed to ignore me. So the next week when the new kids came, I tried doing it much kinder and connected with them. And let me tell you, they were absolutely compliant, and I went, okay.
There you go. Delivering the same message. Direct, but slightly unkind, unreceptive. Same message, kinder delivery, received. Imagine that. All right. So now we're going to find out. Today we are launching into the nuts and bolts of recovery from whatever, right? Because the first 3 steps are about getting clear about higher power and surrender and those things. With step 4, we actually start rolling up our sleeves and doing some work. So let's figure out what creation has to say about how we're going to contextualize that. How do I know what my gifts are? That could not be any more perfect for step 4. I love synchronicity. All right, so now we're going to do our candle lighting ritual, our reading, and into our meditation.
Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, was a dedicated study and a great synthesizer, identifying the common and connecting threads within the various religions, philosophies, and ancient wisdom teachings of the world. Science of Mind is the synthesis of Ernest Holmes' lifetime of study. Let us breathe together as we light a candle honoring some of these faith traditions. As we light the first candle, we honor Christianity as a path of love and forgiveness. As we light the second candle, we honor Buddhism as a path of compassion and Four Noble Truths. As we light the third candle, we honor Judaism as a path of ethical living through sacred law. As we light the fourth candle, we honor Baha'i as the path of unity and peace. As we light the fifth candle, we honor Islam as a path of surrendering to the will of God as the highest calling. As we light the sixth candle, we honor Confucianism as a path of deliberate tradition. As we light the seventh candle, we honor Taoism as a path of harmony and balance. As we light the eighth candle, we honor all indigenous peoples' traditions as paths that recognize and honor spirit and all of creation. As we light the ninth candle, we honor Shintoism as a path of optimism and the inherent goodness of humanity. As we light the 10th candle, we honor Hinduism as a path of knowledge, action, and devotion. As we light the 11th candle, we honor Akan as a path that honors the divine, ancestors, and nature. As we light the 12th candle, we honor all New Thought philosophies as a path of adherence to universal spiritual principles of love and law. As we light this final candle, we honor the multiplicity and diversity within the wholeness of creation as sacred. Namaste. Our reading today, A Spiritual Principle a Day, April 3rd, Losing and Finding Ourselves in Service. We learn who we are precisely when we forget ourselves in service to others. From Living Clean, Chapter 2, Connection to a Higher Power. As humans, we seem to develop the habit of reaching outside ourselves to fix what's inside. Our inventories reveal how fear-based thoughts and beliefs come into play as we've tried to protect ourselves and avoid discomfort. Instead of trying to wrestle happiness from life, we learn to be patient and strong, to give time some time, and even to live with uncertainty. Although we're sometimes tempted to control and manipulate or tune out with any number of distractions, being of service provides a healthier alternative. Service allows us to get out of our heads and into action, whether it's setting up chairs or welcoming a first-time or returning guest. Being of service puts us in the moment. It's such a relief to be right here, right now, as one member put it. Even when we're going through our own storms, serving others keeps us in the moment. Service can bring out the best in us. It helps us figure out who we are or who we want to be. We show up for each other and our commitments regardless of what's going on in our lives. We feel better about ourselves and more connected to humanity as we practice being reliable and trustworthy. We practice compassion and become more compassionate. We listen without judgment and become less judgmental. It happens all the time around here. We set aside our worries to serve one another, and we're reminded of our strengths, asking, "How can I serve?" plops us into a petri dish, I get tickled by that, for growing good character. We find confidence, fulfillment, and the best aspects of ourselves as we serve.
In the silence, there is peace. In the silence, there is unspoken joy. In the silence, there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find myself.
How good it is to be right here, right now, in this moment, remembering that there is only one infinite, eternal essence of life, of love, of peace, of joy. It is present and active right here where we are. We feel it, we know it, we are it. And so what I know is we are connected by this power of love as this light of truth. And we come together this morning in celebration, remembering who we are and recognizing this community as a community of love and truth and healing and peace. We're so grateful to be here. Grateful for Reverend Rafe and this service, for the music, and Gary and Eamon leading us in this beautiful music. We're grateful for every nugget of wisdom and morsel of nutrition. And we're grateful for the technology bringing this service and our footprint to an even greater arena. And so from this gratitude, we simply let go of any doubt or fear or worry, and we remember to be present. And we remember to be compassionate and embrace the infinite wisdom of the great I am. And so I let this word go, knowing that as I do so, the law says, yes, life is good. And we are in this together. And we are exhibiting kindness, giving it, receiving it, and grateful. And so we simply know that we are in God's hand. And we simply let go and allow it to be so. And so it is. Namaste.
Kokapelli. Remember. Who are you? Heaven, earth. Remember who you are. your temple. Remember, your body is your temple. Your body. You are divine. Heaven, earth. Spiritual warriors, remember who you are. Earth. Remember who you are. Heaven. Earth. Do you want to be free? Do you really want to be free? Do you want to be free? Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Earth. 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 Heaven. You are divine. You are divine. You are divine.
Let's take a breath together. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Anybody's got this grab? Is this loud enough for folks? I can't hear things. A little bit louder. You can turn it up just a couple notches there, Mom. There we go. So, anybody ever worked in retail?
Yeah.
Did it make you nervous to do inventory? Not really. Not really, because all you were doing was counting what's on the shelf, right? So perhaps a searching and fearless moral inventory is just counting what's on your shelf of your consciousness, of your thoughts, of your past, of your behaviors, of your habits, of your patterns. Now everybody's back to grabbing guts. It's like, well, I was good if we just stay with the shelf. Right? This is really where healing begins to happen. Because I'm sure many of you, well, before I get there. So April, our focus, the first 2 weeks in April, we're going to focus on the fourth step. Made a decision to turn on, no, that is not the fourth step, Rafe. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. And then the last 2 weeks, we're going to do tradition 4, which is about autonomy, except in matters affecting others. Okay? Because it really is a way to look at oneness that is different. Autonomy doesn't mean separate. And doing what I want may not be spiritually in integrity if it harms you. Just saying. So, back to step 4. I'm sure, go ahead and pull that up for the live stream folks, Jesse. I'm sure many of you have seen a slide similar to this, if not this one before. The iceberg of consciousness, right? That what we're actually aware of is a tiny little part of the iceberg that is above the surface, that is in our awareness. All of that stuff below the surface line, in the preconscious and subconscious, is just as alive in creation as what you're aware of. In fact, it is oftentimes more alive because there's nothing resisting it. Right? Those beliefs that are so deeply held that we don't even challenge them operate effortlessly. Effortlessly. Right? The fear, the hatred, the patterns, the self-loathing, the other people loathing, the judgments, the separation. Stuff that, you know, those things that if you are challenged, your default is that's just how it is. Those are the things operating deep, deep, deep. Those are the things that the Titanic didn't see. Right? Those are the things that crashed the Titanic because nobody sees them coming. But they're still operating, and they're still impacting your life, your relationships, and everybody else. Because remember, there's only one consciousness. And what's operating in your belief system isn't just impacting you. See, that's part of the fallacy we have to get past. We're going to cover that in weeks 3 and 4. Right? But everything, if we're connected, it's that thing where you stump your toe. Tell me what cell in your body didn't know that happened. Right? Every part of your body, you hit your funny bone. I do not know why they call it the funny bone, because it is not funny when you hit it. Right? Isn't that weird? We're weird people. We are, us peoples. We're just weird. Right? But everything is impacted. If you understand that what you're experiencing in your physical body is what the body of creation is experiencing, then we begin to understand that everything you experience, the whole body of creation is experiencing. That's why, you can take that slide down, Jesse. This is what step 4 looks like. You get out the microscope and you start looking. Now the trick is to understand, really get clear what this step is saying. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of who? Ourselves. If you're familiar with 12-step recovery programs, any of them, you will frequently hear, quit taking somebody else's inventory. Okay? We are so busy right now taking lots of people's inventory. Here's who hurts the most in that. You do. Put your own oxygen mask on first. So you're so busy being in somebody else's business and what they need to change and what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, you don't even see that by the act of doing that, you are just like them. Ouch.
Ouch. Come on.
The oppressed will oppress the oppressor until oppression stops. The hate will hate the hater until hate stops. It's not going to work.
No. No.
It's not going to work. But somehow we have fooled ourselves into thinking, I'm upset with who has power, so I'm going to exert more power to take away your power, so I have all the power because I know what to do with it. Really? If you did, you wouldn't have that paradigm operating. Because you would understand that there is no power greater than what's inside of us. There isn't. I love how the synchronicity of things come together. I have no idea what Gary's going to do when Gary starts. Right? We don't talk about it beforehand. Do you want to be free? Do you? Because in order to be free, you have to understand you already are. You already are. Because if you are thinking, when this happens, I'll be free, you ain't never gonna be free. We live in the land of Harriet Tubman. You know why Harriet Tubman was free? Long before she was free? Because she chose, I will live free or die. How committed are you? She didn't say, I will change other people so I can live free. She didn't say, I will kill you so I can live free. That's not what she said. I will live free or die. Why? Either way, she's free.
Come on.
Either way, she's free. And she was free the moment she chose it. Is our world perfect today? No. Do we still have holdovers from enslavement? Yes. But it's way better than it was. Right? And why? Because ancestors that died in enslavement saw themselves as free. They didn't base their freedom on their physical condition.
Come on.
Nelson Mandela spent a lot of years in a prison. He was free.
Yeah.
While he was there. The door just finally opened to let his body out. Viktor Frankl was free in a concentration camp. Stripped naked, literally stripped naked, starved, every possession taken. Read his book, Man's Search for Meaning. He was free in the midst of that. That's what's available to us.
Come on.
It's what is innately in you. The only thing that makes it unavailable is your refusal to access it. That's it. Nobody can stop you from accessing it. Nobody. For the past 30 years, I have worked a step a month. Just so I can live on planet Earth as a human being and know myself better and better every time. It's really hard right now. I ain't gonna lie. was having some conversations with some friends that are of the African diaspora. And one of them said to me, I don't even understand how you function, because at least they want to enslave me. I have that much value. They just want to erase you. You have no value. Now, in the human realm, in the political realm, there might be some truth to that. In here, you can't touch me. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Is it a little scary wondering day to day if I'm going to have medical coverage or not? Yeah. Is it a little unnerving to imagine that my own government might actually research my Social Security records and file charges of fraud against me because I changed my identity? Yeah. That's a little unnerving. Just in case you didn't know what was actually going on. That's just some of what's going on. And it's not personal to me. But here's the thing. See, we can flip any paradigm we want, right? We use the paradigm what we resist persists as a negative. Guess what? The more the government resists me, the more I persist. It works both ways. The more they try to eliminate my identity, the more my identity is anchored in truth. So go ahead. The same thing is true for you. The same thing is true for all of us. I don't recommend the journey I've taken to become aware of it, but apparently I chose it because here I am. You know, not every choice comes with an outcome script. That's why Ernest Holmes said, when we create a demonstration, we must accept all that comes with it. Amen. You don't know what's coming with it. Amen. That's the first step. We're powerless over the outcome. We have an idea of what we want it to be. If we would get clear what we want to experience, we'll be spot on every time. If we try to control the wrapping paper, good luck. Because really, the wrapping paper of manifestation, you know those cars that have that iridescent paint, right? You see them coming, they're one color, they get beside you, they're another color, and as they leave, they're a whole nother color. Welcome to manifestation. You have an idea of what it's supposed to look like, and then it starts showing up looking like something else, and then you're in the middle of it going, really? I picked this? Yes. Yes, you did. We have to get out of the physical condition. What we chose is the experience, and we are in charge of that. The fourth step, and we'll talk more in depth about how we do a fourth step next week. This week's worksheet is just taking the words apart, because the words are where we get flexed up, right? So searching, interestingly enough, and I've given you all this information, the word search comes from the Latin word circus. Which, see, I did the same thing. I was like, really? Because I envisioned a circus. It actually means circle or go around in the original Latin. Not Ringling Brothers, which is where I went. My ringtone is the Ringling Brothers circus music, just so you know. When you call me, that's what I hear. Here's the thing. Circle it. Keep going around with it. Searching. There's nothing negative about it. You just keep circle dancing it till you get it. Fearless. Here's one that really surprised me. Fear actually comes from the German word Gefahr, meaning danger. So fearless is what? The absence of danger. Whole nother way to relate to that word now, isn't it? Because most of the stuff that we are so busy being afraid of has no element of actual danger. Other than between our ears. So a searching and fearless. Here's how you know your inventory is danger-free. You've already lived everything you're going to look at. You can't possibly review your life and find something you weren't present for. Just saying. There's no danger. You've already survived everything you're going to look at. Moral. Moral is, that may be the only word I've ever looked at that actually means what it means. It doesn't have a ton of other stuff. It comes from the Latin mores, which is just another word, social mores, and it just means moral. Behavior concerned with the principles of right and wrong and goodness and badness of human character. Human character, not spiritual essence. So it's talking about your human journey. Maybe you didn't have a different human journey that was different than your spiritual essence. Maybe that was just me. I did a lot of human things that are not in alignment with who I am. Ourselves comes from the Old English our. Self comes from Old English self, one's own person. And so you're literally going in circles, going around, looking at nothing dangerous to learn about your human character and nobody else's. That's what it is. And so we'll talk more next week about how we might want to do that. The worksheet has those definitions, and it invites you to write about how you understand each of those words. Because just because that's what the dictionary says is no indication that that's what you believe. Right? We all have different experiences with words. Start by owning, what do these words mean to you? Right? What do they mean to you? If you flex up, own it. Because you sure can't heal it if you don't own it. If you have a broken leg and don't recognize you have a broken leg, the chances of you going to the doctor to get that fixed, slim to none. Right? So just start owning your stuff. There's no shame in it. There's no danger in it. You've already lived through it. Right? And then it gives you an opportunity to assess it using the tool that we learned last week. And we will be using that tool frequently. When I think about this, when I say this, I think this. And when I think this, I feel this. And right on down through. And if it's not in alignment, you get to go back and change the initial statement. And keep working it until everything comes into alignment. That's how we change our thinking and change our life. It ain't complicated. Might take a little time. Might take a few runs. Right? It might take a few run-throughs. But it's not complicated. So let's stop complicating the toothpick. Right? It's just a sliver of wood. Right? Let it be okay. Demystify this stuff. And I'm going to close with this because I got an email from somebody that said they were experiencing resistance to learning about the 12 steps because they smoke pot. This is not NA. Nobody is taking your inventory about what you put in your body. That is between you and your body. I do not care what substances you use, because what you put in your body does not change my body. Right? So let that go. None of this is about you need to stop doing anything. This is an invitation to start doing some things, not to stop. I will end with this, and I think you've heard this before, the Father Martin story. All right? Father Martin used to do a radio show, and he had a young man call in and run down his whole drinking history. And then he asked Father Martin, "Do you think I'm an alcoholic?" And this was Father Martin's answer. "You know, I really like green beans. I love green beans. I love green beans so much when they're on the table, I'm scheming how to eat them all so that nobody else gets any. That's how much I love green beans. But I have never called a radio station to ask if I got a problem with green beans." If things are coming up for you around your behavior and what you're putting in your body, perhaps that's a conversation best had honestly with you and your body. Perhaps. Perhaps the fact that you're plexed up about it is some information for you. And it may be as simple as your head tripping about something that ain't real, or it might be something deeper. You get to decide, not me. All right, let's take this into prayer. So what I know with every fiber of my being is that there is one infinite, ever-present something that is everything. Formed and unformed, seen and unseen. Visible and invisible. Realized and unrealized. Whether we call it God, whether we call it the wind, whether we call it spirit or essence, it is unnameable. And no matter how it expresses, the it of it is changeless. One whole, perfect, and complete creation, infinitely expressing itself to expand its experience of itself. I am that in the form and body that I call me. And what is true of this me is true of every you. Each simultaneously a me and a you, an us and a them. One in the same. And so I know that everything that the divine is, everything the infinite is, everything creation is expressing, lives, moves, and has its being as its creation, available to its creation. So healing is already present. The truth of being already present. No way for it to not be present. And so I claim and affirm that minds are opening to neutralize every thought that distances us from the freedom of knowing the truth of our being. From the glory of knowing the truth of being. The integrity of living the truth of being. Emancipation from all discord. The freedom of being. So I celebrate because I know it's already done. I know the word spoken is the word of the infinite, speaking itself into being, and the doer of creation receives it and just makes it happen. And so it is done. And so I move into seeing it. I move into an experience of it with expectancy over expectation. Expectancy that knows it already is and is open to being guided to the signs of it. I let go. I let go of all my preconceived notions. I let go of all the beliefs and thoughts that would contradict what is. I let go. And claim it as so. And so it is. Just take a breath. Thank you for letting me serve you.
Thank you for serving us.
Thank you, Rev Rafe, for your unwavering invitation to start something, to change my thinking, to change my life. It's simple. It's not easy, unless it is, but it's simple. And we appreciate you. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that was my way of stalling until I find out where we are. Here we are. We're going into our time of giving. Now, we have just received, and so we recognize this time as a sacred time. There are several ways to give. You can text the word GIVE to 410-498-6175. That's not a place you can call, but you can text GIVE. And you can set that up and give to this community. You can mail a check to 659 Cog Court, Millersville, Maryland, 21108. You can access our giving portal on our website, columbiacsl.com/donate. Once you've accessed that, you can give a one-time gift or set up recurring gifts. And if you have any challenges, please reach out to a board member or Rev Rafe so that we can assist you. All right, I invite Gary. No, I don't, because Gary's already here. All right. You're just reading into that invitation. I love it. Setting up as we move into our time of conscious giving, the intentional participation of the law of circulation. All right, let's do our community prosperity affirmation. I affirm that the abundance of creation is my abundance. I give freely as creation gives to me. I give through this center, to ensure its continued availability to all spiritual seekers. Thank you, Amen, for helping me lead that. All right, ushers, could you please receive the gifts as Gary blesses us with his offering?
Wow, she's together. Wow. Monk from Freedom Mountain.
Oh, that was so cool. Thank you so much. Okay, we are ready to bless these offerings. Thank you, Amen, so much. And so I say a word of gratitude and a word of blessing for these offerings and for all of the many ways that people give to this community so that we can have a greater impact on ourselves, each other, and the world. So, so grateful. And so it is. Okay. So it is time to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you to Gary Hardnett, our musician of the day, and to Eamon for helping this morning lead us in song. All right. Thank you so much for Jesse Dabbs and Zeta Johnson-Betts. They're taking care of our video recording and live stream this morning. Thank you to Vaughn Dabbs, our audio guy today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Zeta Johnson-Betts for also being our reader today. Thank you, Zeta. All right. Thank you to Laura Service for being hospitality and for all those wonderful nuggets of nourishment. Thank you, Nancy Wilson, for being our greeter today. There you are. Thank you to Deborah Ellis. Thank you, lady, for doing our online engagement. We really appreciate you. And remember to put your mask on first. Thank you to our ushers, Eamon, and who else? Oh, Dale. Thank you, Dale. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To everyone that assisted in helping set up, everyone that will assist in helping to break down. That's your cue if you're called to stay and help. Let's see, and thank you, Reverend Rafe. What do we think now? Is that it? Oh, yeah. Thank me. Oh, practitioners, thank you. He's got to keep us straight, doesn't he? Sometimes, I'll tell you. Ay. All right. All right. There are several ways to get prayer support. Request prayer by sending an email to prayer@columbiacsl.com. Request prayer by completing a prayer request. A prayer request if you're in the room, right at our little table over there. And you place it in the basket, and it goes to all of the practitioners. And we will hold you in prayer. And I will be available to pray with you after service today, if you'd like. We're right out in the lobby, and we'll do know the truth of what we both are. All right. All right, so you can contact the practitioners if you desire spiritual support beyond prayer. Some of our licensed practitioners are available to provide you with spiritual guidance and coaching through practitioner sessions. Each practitioner sets their own schedule and fees, so reach out to whoever you want to work with. You can access their contact information on the practitioner page on our website, columbiacsl.com/practitioners. All right. I invite you to just listen as I read our affirmation through once, and then we'll read it out loud together. I will engage in acts of service that reveal my best qualities as I build muscle memory by practicing spiritual principles. Let's say that and embrace that together. I will engage in acts of service that reveal my best qualities as I build muscle memory by practicing spiritual principles. All right. And are you the missing piece? There are numerous current Sunday service opportunities. Our video tech team, our audio tech team, welcome team, hospitality team, readers, community values, presiders. There are sign-up sheets on the welcome table, so please take a look and sign up to serve your community. We appreciate you. All right, now I invite you to stand as we sing our closing song. I didn't realize we were at the end already. I didn't want to end. All right, Holy, Holy Way by Ricky Byers. Yeah.
Okay, so before we get to that, divine ideas just keep popping into my head. So when they come in here, they're going to come out here. So introduced these last week. They're on your chairs this week. If you have any input to share, community input about today's service, please do so. Anything else, you can do so on the back. These help us all get better and do better. Now, last week we did a couple of cards, and what occurred to me on the way home was how cool it would be if we had that possibility all the time, as an outreach thing, as just a community thing. So, back there in the back, there's a wooden box. There's a bunch of all-purpose blank cards and a bunch of thank you blank cards and a manila envelope. And so you are welcome. If there's somebody you haven't seen in a while, but you don't have their address, you can write them a card, put their first and last name on the back of it, seal it up, and put it in that envelope. I will address it and mail it. I cannot give out everybody's information, but I can do that. If you want to say thank you to our online community for joining us, you can write that, and I will get it to them. If you're in the online community, you can email me your thank you. I will print it, paste it into a card, and send it to whoever you want me to send that to. So it's just another way that we can connect with each other when some folks want to just wall up in their cocoon because the energy is just too weird for them. And that's okay. So, that, and thank you, Reggie, for being our host and our practitioner this morning. That was interesting. All right, there you are, Mr. Amon. Okay, this is where the editing really came in, was to get this song down to 3.5 minutes. Here we go.
Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know
That love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me live
In a holy, holy way. In a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me share where those along the road.
Goodness overflow.
And let me care for those around the world.
Let me care for those around the world.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, a holy, holy way. Serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love,
Let me love in a holy, holy way. Have a fabulous week.
Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table. Loving kindnesses to me. Living Spirit, I am grateful, loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day. And I give thanks for the knowing. I give thanks for the way your love is overflowing every time I pray. And I thank you, God, for one good day. Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table. Loving kindness says to me. Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day. And I give thanks for the knowing.